On to another weekly self-defense analysis. Today I'm going to be going over with you how to defend against dog attacks. Um, so these are pretty scary. I've been attacked plenty of times by dogs before, and I had to defend myself once against a small dog, you know. But more on that later. I want to go over with you, um, some cases and how to defend against dogs and mistakes that you don't want to make and the things that you do want to do. So here we go. Okay, let's go over that again. So in this particular situation, the guy in the red doesn't see the dog coming up from behind. Before he knows that the dog bites on his leg. Um, but the good thing is that he turns around and then he starts hitting the dog and trying to get it off him. So that's what you want to do. And if you're attacked by a dog, you want to keep your distance and use an improvised weapon to keep it at bay. Shortly after, the dog goes after somebody else, and the woman sees the dog. She braces for it, and she keeps her distance, keeps hitting it with an improvised weapon, doesn't let it get close to her. The dog runs off. So that situation was handled pretty well. Now here we have another case where it's not really handled that well.
The startling attack.
Okay, let's go over that again. Okay, the guy here, the mistake they made was not keeping their distance, and that's very important, like I mentioned earlier. And you don't want to go to the ground because the dog could bite your throat or something vital, and you could die from blood loss. Um, so you'll want to, like I said, keep a distance. Um, and it seems the dog bites on his shirt and starts pulling. And you can see the other guys trying to pull it off him. And that's not a good thing to do because the dog's grip is very strong. So, its jaws were designed to basically grab things and tear and pull back. So, trying to unhinge the jaws is going to be very difficult. So what you want to do is when you're stuck in this type of situation, you got to attack the dog, attack vital areas like the nose. That's very sensitive. Nose is very sensitive to the dogs. Usually when a dog gets hit in the nose, you will usually let go. You could try to gouge out the eyes, um, hit the dog in the neck or the throat. Yeah, and hopefully the dog let's go. Um, I think I luckily I don't think that he did serious damage, but it could have been worse. Um, so I'm gonna fast forward up here to this last one right here.
Esse cara, 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 esse cara não vai mais. Esse cara. Τι ρε παιδιά, είναι δυνατόν. Θα με τρώγανε τώρα. Πέρασα κι απ' άλλα κοπάδια ρε, όχι έτσι ρε. Εδώ αυτός ο δρόμος είναι όλο τον κόσμο, δεν είναι τα μαντριά ρε παιδιά.
Okay, let's go over that. Okay, this is a very scary situation. So, um, but you got to remember that you have to. The worst thing you can do is panic because dogs react to that, and it might make things worse. It actually make them attack you. So I like this guy's approach. He tries to make himself into a bigger target, and that's what you want to do. You want to make yourself into a bigger threat than you actually are. And, uh, scream, do whatever you need to do to try to scare the dogs off. Um, don't try to attack the dogs because you probably the chances of you beating all of these dogs are pretty slim. So you might want to keep your distance and pretty much make yourself into a bigger threat than you actually are. Um, and hope that they leave or somebody comes help you. Um, and that's all I had to say on that video. This last one. Okay, let's go over that again. Okay, this is good. They see the dog coming and they get into a ready stance, and the guy immediately keeps his distance and starts hitting the dog. Um, he misses his kicks, but that's okay. He's keeping his distance. He's not letting the dog get close to him. Um, Finally, the dog gives up and runs away, and realizes that he's no longer a threat. So yeah, pretty much what you want to do in the case of a dog attack. I mean, I've been attacked by a dog before. It was a small dog, came up to me, started barking and trying to bite me, and I was in a stressful situation. And I couldn't really concentrate that well, so I had to stop and kick it and keep it at bay. Um, and I almost got run over by several cars. So that's another thing you want to remember is that you got to be aware of your surroundings because uh, there's lots of things that could happen. Um, you could get hit by a car. Who knows? And I managed to somehow keep it at bay by using this improvised weapon, my shoe that fell off, and that just scared the dog away. So yeah, hopefully these tips help you. Let me know if you have any other topics you want me to go over in the comments below. Like and subscribe to my channel. Um, Check my blog below and subscribe to that as well. And peace out.